We're here at the Lake Myers Resort, where people come here from all over the southeast to relax and enjoy the summer. Except for today, it's being used for another purpose, to remember the events that happened 10 years ago today. The World Trade Center attacks in New York City on September 11th, 2001. We talked to some people that really do remember every detail from that horrible day. We're here at the Yadkin Valley Harvest Festival, where behind me is the Rockford Express, the band playing right now. Behind me, just a minute ago, was the Yadkinville Idol, where there was many contestants participating in that. Right now it's kind of rainy, kind of cold, but we're having a great time here, and nothing's going to dampen that.
We decided to do this back in March, and we put a planning team together. It comprised of myself, the sheriff, the Mocksville and Coolamy police chief, the EMS director, the fire chiefs had input. So we all came together and sort of decided what type of ceremony did we want to have.
And we continue to move forward, become a greater nation.
So do you remember anything from 9/11? Do you remember the towers being hit? Or, I mean, when you at least saw the footage now, what do you feel?
I was in second grade at the time. I was 7, and I briefly remember that day. I was sitting in my math class, and our teacher came in and told us that the Twin Towers had been hit. We didn't know what the Twin Towers were. We were young, but got home, saw the footage, and we knew it was something very serious.
There was a deliberate attack to try to scare America. And, you know, I've been in law enforcement all of my life, since I was 21 years old. And sometimes you get a little bit skeptical. You think this country's will to survive is gone. Just by the fact that people sort of sometimes appear to want law enforcement and emergency services handle all of their tough moments.
So tell me what kind of things are happening at this event today, and tell me how important it is that this event happens.
Well, this is our annual appreciation day for Davie County first responders and emergency service personnel.
And how proud are you of this community and the service members of this community?
Well, naturally, I'm sure I sound a little bit prejudiced, but I don't know any place in the state where the emergency services community cooperates and works together with the level of cooperation that they do in Davie County.
All right. So tell me, you gonna volunteer in that volleyball game out there?
Yeah, I'm afraid so. I'm gonna have to get into it somehow.
Yeah, you gotta be playing. So switching over, I've been asking everybody this. As far as 9/11 goes, where were you? And tell me how you found out and what kind of emotions were running through your head during that tragic day.
Well, it took us probably 30 minutes to figure out exactly what had happened.
Yeah, I think everybody at the time was confused for a while, really.
Yeah, it was real confusing. You know, it didn't every 2-3 minutes tell you what had happened or anything like that. When you get in on the late, it's hard to figure out what was happening.
The Yadkin Soccer Association, and today there's going to be a lot of games going on. After the game, I'll be talking with some coaches and players and interviewing them and talking about their day on the soccer field. Hey, tell me what you guys, what's your favorite part about being out here on a Saturday morning playing soccer?
Well, it's just have fun.
To have fun. Hey, everybody likes to have fun. As you can tell behind me, you've got the Courtney soccer team and the Yadkinville soccer team playing today. It seems like competition is pretty tough right now. They've been running around, having a blast. Actually, Yadkinville seems to be maybe in the lead right now, but you can tell these kids are just having a great time out here today. It's a great Saturday morning to be having some fun, playing some soccer here with the YSA. Being around these kids who are so positive, so ready to play some soccer, how do you feel about that, and how excited are you to be here?
Well, I think it's great. I think it's a great idea, you know, to give kids opportunity to excel in life, and, you know, sports is just a little piece of it, but look at the excitement out here. The parents are all involved. It's actually a community event because you see people all throughout the community.
And you said your son was out here today. How excited was he to be out here today?
He's pretty excited.
I heard an interesting story about you. You were a cancer survivor, an unbelievable feat to accomplish. Tell me a little bit about that.
Cancer all throughout the body, from the bottom of my feet to the top of my head. I wasn't probably going to make it, but a lot of prayers and a miracle is what I'm being called.
Obviously, people around you are blessed to know you. You know, you're a guy that's gone through a lot to get where you are today. So tell me, what is your favorite part about being out here on a Saturday morning with all your friends, playing some soccer? What's your favorite part about that?
Just having fun. Food afterwards.
The food afterwards. Hey, that's a great reason to go play some soccer. Thank you, Sammy. World Series action. Wow. Alex Rodriguez smacked a 2-out double in the ninth to move the Yankees just one win away from the championship. And plenty of highlights from the NFL gridiron, including Brett Favre's triumphant return to Lambeau Field. Here's the best of Sunday's action. Coming up in sports, homecoming at First Security this past weekend. Electrifying. And get more of your headline sports later in the show. Kelly? Saturday was a beautiful fall day, a perfect day for some Saturday afternoon college football, and that's what we saw at First Security Stadium. The Bisons were nothing short of impressive the whole game. The Harding football team used a formation normally reserved for the 1-yard line a little further out Saturday to score the game-winning touchdown and defeat Henderson State 27-22. Harding welcomed junior quarterback Josh Powell back to the huddle after missing the last 3 games with a knee injury. The lacrosse team had a matchup against their own alumni on Halloween Day. Sammy Bielen has more on that. North Little Rock police are investigating the death of a homeless man. It happened just before 11:30 last night at 320 Locust, just east of I-30. Officers answered a call about a man who was lying on the ground bleeding. 46-year-old Jim Thomas Davis was pronounced dead at the scene. Police say they have no suspect or suspect vehicle description and no known motive for the killing. The blogosphere has become a parallel universe for students to express their thoughts and opinions amongst each other. More and more schools are taking advantage of this new trend to attract potential students. TV16's Sarah Shaban joins us live in the studio to tell us more. Sarah? Coming up after sports, Harding University Club Week is starting to get intense, and some clubs are lashing out on each other.
And the Lady Bison volleyball team is in action today. I'll have the details on that match coming up.
There are many different aspects of mission work at Harding. The 3 main fields of missions are at the international, national, and local level. We spoke to missionaries around campus so you could get a feel of where mission work is going on at this day and time. We first spoke to Ken Graves, the Director of Global Outreach here at Harding University, and he speaks of his time in Brazil. I also took a walk over to the Communication Building, and I ran into Steve Shaner, a professor of communication and an avid missionary of Belize every summer. He tells us of his experience in Belize and some of the memories that he'll never forget. Among the numerous students heading out to different states to do more spring break mission work, I spoke to 2 students, Devin Bennett and Devin Newburn, about their experiences with doing mission work within the states. With all the mission work going on in the foreign countries and within the states, you can't forget about the most important thing: work within the community. Flavel Yeakley, a professor of Bible here at Harding, does congregational assessments in which he finds the strengths in local churches within their missionary field in the local community.
Oh, so who do you like in the Yankees and Angels series?
Oh, man. I got to go with the Yankees. They're looking pretty sharp, you know. I think they'll take the ALCS, and I'm pretty impressed with the Phillies, too. 2nd year in a row.
Yeah, 2 years in a row. First time since 2000 that's been done.
Snatch the pennant again.
I got to like the Yankees in the World Series, though.
I do, too.
How about you?
I do, too. I mean, you know, it's going to be a tough matchup. Yankees and Phillies, they both got a lot of talent on each team, but we'll see how things turn out.
It's going to be a good World Series this year.
Oh, yeah.
Be sure to watch.
Well, we'll toss it over to Stephen with your Hollywood Minute.
$60 million Nickelodeon's taking over Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Turtle Power.
Do you remember?
I do.
I do.
I remember it vividly.
What was your favorite turtle?
Donatello.